Hi friends, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Courtney Rich with Cake by Courtney, and today we're making peanut butter buttercream. One of my absolute favorite recipes. Buttercream's just hands down so smooth, delicious, good flavor, and the texture is just creamy and silky, and you'll want to eat it by the spoonful. I like to put it on my chocolate cake or chocolate cupcakes, and today I'm prepping it for some chocolate cupcakes that we'll make in another video. So I'm just doing a half batch, but you'll see the link below gives you a recipe for the full batch, which makes about 6 cups of buttercream. We're gonna start with our butter. So for the half batch, it's only 3/4 cup. And we're gonna mix this on its own for just a couple minutes. I like to do that with my buttercream. Just mix the butter, whether you're using a hand mixer or a stand mixer, give it a couple minutes just to mix the butter on its own to get it kind of soft and fluffy, because we don't wanna start with butter that is too warm. We don't want it to be room temperature. That makes for buttercream that doesn't set, it doesn't hold the cake layers, it doesn't hold a piping design if you're doing it. So I like to start with butter that's slightly cold, and then we soften the texture by mixing it. To the butter, we're gonna add some peanut butter. In the full recipe, you'll see it calls for a cup of smooth peanut butter, and I am using a half cup for my half batch. I highly recommend smooth peanut butter and using something like Skippy or Jif. And natural peanut butter isn't gonna quite do the same trick. It's not gonna have quite the same like flavor and texture as we want with the peanut butter that's maybe your store brand or the Skippy or the Jif. I would just avoid the natural for this peanut butter just to get the full effect. Okay, and then I'm also gonna put some vanilla in there as well. And we'll mix all of this until it's really smooth. Oh my goodness, the smell of peanut butter, it makes my heart so happy. I have like an unhealthy relationship with peanut butter. I love it so much. I would just be good to dig in just this, but we're not gonna stop here. We've gotta add our powdered sugar, which we've already sifted. So I've got 2.5 cups here for my half batch. Otherwise, you're gonna use 5 cups for the full batch. And I'm just gonna gradually add this while I have my mixer on low, just so I don't make a huge mess. Sifting the powdered sugar will help get the clumps out and just make for a finer consistency, which just gives you silky smooth texture. And if you're using this on a cake, it will help you get just smoother sides when you're starting to use the cake scraper. As we're mixing the powdered sugar, let's add a little heavy whipping cream. This is gonna help lighten the texture so beautifully. We'll get that incorporated and just get that powdered sugar incorporated really well before you turn the mixer up to a higher speed to finish things up. So it looks a little clumpy and not quite as fluffy as we want. That's gonna change in just a minute. But first I wanna add just a pinch of salt. So I'm pretty generous with my salt. That's probably just shy of a 1/4 teaspoon. And now I'm gonna turn the mixer to a medium high speed. On this, it's gonna be the highest, but if you were using your KitchenAid, I'd say put it to a 6 and just mix your buttercream for about 2 to 3 minutes. You'll see the texture lighten up, the color lightens up. That's gonna be your game changer right there. Ooh, that looks good, 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 good. That looks amazing. All right, let's take a look at that. Grab my spatula here. Look at that texture. Ooh, that looks good. And also just a little tip, mixing it by hand. I just grab a spatula, kind of just fold it, mix it by hand for a minute or so. Helps to push out any air pockets. Again, making sure that buttercream is silky smooth. All right, let's give it a little taste test. Oh, so yummy. Okay, I cannot wait for you to try this. In my next video that I'll be posting, I'll be making my chocolate cupcakes. We're gonna add this buttercream to those cupcakes, but make this and pair it with so many different flavors. I know you're gonna love it. Recipes down below, and I'll see you next time.